Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Will with Southern Grails, man. I'm back here with another video. I know I said on my last video, man, that I'm gonna be slowing it down, but you know, I have a sickness, and we all have a sickness. I think we refuse to take the pill that Morpheus has handed to us, and we just keep going down the rabbit hole. So I got a pretty good stack of stuff. I responded to a Facebook ad. I mean, this guy had this box of records, and it was one of those deals where he just had he had really shitty pictures, but you see he has some classic rock in there. I don't come across really good like hair metal and stuff like that. I used to years ago, but man, it's really, the well's really gotten dry over these last couple years. So when I finally got to the guy's house, he's like, man, just give me $100 for everything. That's about 100 records, man. I paid about $1 a piece. It's unbelievable, man. I got a lot of these listed on my eBay auction right now. I got some that I was gonna keep, but I've decided that I'm gonna do a big purge in my record collection. So right now I've only got about 350 records in my collection. It's really small, but it's quality. It's quality that I go for, especially my jazz collection. I'm not going to sell any of my original jazz, like Blue Note and things like that. But a lot of like the common stuff, I'm really gonna let a lot of it go. So any of you guys that follow me on that follow my eBay auctions, if you see something you like, I'm gonna put it up for sale. I'm gonna put it up for sale. Starting bid's $1. You know, it's coming from me, man. It's gonna be clean. A lot of it's gonna be really clean. So let's jump right into it. But before I show you what I found on Facebook, I hit just for shits and giggles. There's an antique mall kind of close around here that I've never really been into. I usually, when I do go on antique malls, I look for rare 45s, which have become more and more tough to find. Years ago, you could find some really high valued stuff and some really cool funk and soul. It's really tough to find. A lot of it's been picked clean. But I went in there. They had some records, some really cool ones. This first one that I found is this Captain Beefheart, unconditionally guaranteed. I don't have no Captain Beefheart. If you like Zappa and stuff like that, it's kind of in that vein of Zappa, that real art rock. This one's a promo. This one's pretty cool. I spun it. I have it added to my collection, but this is the one I'm gonna eventually be putting up for sale, man. I was really happy to find that. Also, I only found these two, but this is a first press of the Allman Brothers live at Fillmore. Super clean, man. This is one of the cleanest copies, man. It's got a perfect spine. The wax is stunning. Like it's near mint. I've never seen a copy of this clean. I've come across this a lot. It's usually always beat to death. This one I'm gonna keep in the permanent collection because you don't find them that clean. Okay, now a lot of these, almost all of these are gonna eventually go up on auction, but I thought they were cool enough to show. These are the ones that I got from that Facebook ad. Pretty much paid $1 a piece for these. So this is Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. This is a compilation of all their best hits. I like Dire Straits, they're okay, but the Money for Nothing, that first 30 seconds, man, it gets you going better than any coffee can. So this one's, and it's super clean. I mean, almost all of them, you see that? Almost all of these, the wax is near mint and cherry. So if you want it, it's gonna be a clean copy. Also, Van Halen, OG, 84, super clean. Look at that, super cool. He had a bunch of Van Halen I'm finna show you. I wanted to keep it. I'm kind of torn on keeping this, keeping the Van Halen stuff. But it's so common. I mean, there's so much out there. I can find it again. Also, Van Halen, Diver Down. Look at that. Ooh, minty. Sounds good. Love Eddie Van Halen. Then he had a first one, very first Van Halen. This one's got a few scratches, but it's so, you know how it is with these. They're so loud. They play unbelievable. Even with the scratches, man, it rocks so hard. So hard. Van Halen 2. This is one of those absolutely stunning. Like, you drop the needle on this, it's nothing. I've come across a lot of Van Halen. Well, I used to. I don't that much anymore, but to find the vinyl on these so clean, fair warning, it's just, I mean, it's just impossible to find original presses, that clean. Here's one, man. I love this song. I had never known about this band, but I knew the song, and I love it, man. I love this song. The Beds Are Burning. This is Midnight Oil. Diesel and Dust. It's another one. All these rock ones came out of that collection. Beautiful, beautiful near mint wax. Really wanted to keep this, but again, it's a common one. I can find it again. This one's not as common, but this was in that collection, and I was kind of torn between keeping this, but after listening to it, it's just not really. I like hair metal, but only a few. I got Motley Crue. I got some Poison. This one of the first female hair metal bands. This is Vixen. They're out of, I think they're out of California. Unbelievably clean. You see how clean that wax is? I mean, all of these are just really stunning. They all got the original sleeves with them too. And these, you can get a good clean copy of this for, 30, 40 bucks. But yeah, one of the first female hair metal bands. Pretty cool. Great White, Twice Shy. This is a good one. This one's a lot. I got this one and Vixen. It's up at auction right now on eBay. I started the bid at $1. Right now they're up to a couple bucks. But these are super clean. I mean, if you want super clean copies, original inner sleeve. I mean, the wax is as close to near mint as you can get. They're up right now, man. So good luck if you want it. Striper, a little Christian rock. In God We Trust. Look at that. Stunning, stunning wax. And this one's got the cool, oh, where you at? This one's got the cool inner with it. See that? Yeah, really cool. This one's up at auction right now too. I listened to it to see if the sound was something that I would want to keep, and I mean, it's cool, but I'll let it go. Now this one, Black Sabbath, Born Again. This is original pressing. Unbelievably clean wax. It's got a few little cosmetic marks, but it rocks hard. Got the original inner sleeve. This one's probably not my favorite of the Black Sabbath. They went through a few vocalists, but it's up to it's on the eBay auction right now. So if you want it, give it a shot. I've got a copy of this, so I put this one up too. My copy was a little cleaner, so I decided to not kind of marry them because they both got the clean wax and everything. But this one's almost near mint. Girls got the original inner sleeve with it. Super clean, a little bit of a partial shrink. Love Motley Crue. Absolutely love Motley Crue. Okay, so that was the best stuff out of that rock. Which there's more. If you go onto my eBay, you'll see it listed there. But I'm not going to waste your time showing. So these are the more recent finds that I've got. Let's jump right into these, man. So I think I showed this one in my last video, but again, it's part of the recent finds, man. This was Pretty Things. Get the picture. This is an original UK mono press. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. It plays VG Plus. But I got a sweet deal on this because the record store locally that I found this at, man, he had it dirt cheap. I think it was like $30, right? But it had paper on it from a previous record that had got stuck to it, and when they pulled it off, it left all the white paper, so it looked like it was trash. And I guess the owner thought that it was part of the sleeve was trash like that, which is why he had it so cheap, even though the wax was pretty damn good. So of course, when I see records like that, I always start scratching because I do get those a lot, and a lot of times you can just clean it right off. And sure enough, man, it cleaned right off. Look at that. I mean, that is really clean. I have a first UK press. These can fetch a little bit. Really cool, man. This group put out another album that really goes for a lot more psychedelic, called, oh God, I had it in my brain, and now it's gone. But y'all know what I'm talking about, of the Pretty Things. Oh, shit, almost had it. Brain fart. But for those that know, you know. Okay. I can't even remember where I got this from. I just got it recently. I can't even remember. This Pharoah Sanders Jewels of Thought. His original press, really clean wax. Pharaoh, we just lost him, and I would love. There's so much of his out there that I would absolutely love to have. I've seen this a few times. Really good. These are get kind of notorious for getting bad ringware. Happy to have a good clean copy, and I'm trying to get everything by Pharaoh. Man, there's so much out there. Okay, this one I never even heard of this. This one actually came in that rock collection. I don't know how it ended up here in the back of the stack, but this is some unbelievable jazz funk fusion with a killer cover. Lenny White, Astral Pirates. This is really cool. It's an OG on Electra, really clean. That's Lenny White right there, man. But yeah, if you like that Billy Cobham, just that really funky jazz fusion, but it's got electric guitar, it's got fuzz guitar in it too. This is a badass album, man, that you can find really cheap. You can get a good clean copy for 15-20 bucks on Discogs. I'd highly recommend checking it out if you like that Billy Cobham sound. It's really good. Okay, I just picked this up recently at an estate sale. If you follow me on Instagram, I showed a picture of it, and I think I showed it on my last video, but it's part of the recent finds, and that's that McDonald's McTracks, man. This is 1983. This is a rare kind of promotional thing that McDonald's did. These are all local for V103. These are all, I think, local Atlanta artists. Lots of boogie funk. It's just really good. It's got a few soulful songs. Really, it's jamming. It's jamming. It's got this one song, Why Don't You Dance? And it just goes, it's repetitive. It's got that robot song, Why Don't You Dance? And it just does that for like 5 minutes straight. And you can't help it, man. Just, it's really good. It's really good. It really gets you in the groove, man. This thing is a badass album. This is really rare, man. These don't come up for sale that often. When they do pop up on Discogs, they usually sell pretty quick. So I'm really stoked. I had a copy of this years ago, and I ended up selling it when I sold one of my whole record collection about 4 years ago. And I really regret it. I thought I'd never find it again, but I think I'm in the right area down here in Georgia. So sure enough, I found it. Okay, this is the last one. It's a really short video, guys. Not a lot of heat, but I recently found this. Well, I didn't find this. So we have I think I've mentioned it before in one of my other videos. We have a freight auction, and every now and then, like boxes of records that are meant to go to record stores, either a pallet gets tipped over, or the cargo gets left at shipping and nobody comes picks it up. So what happens is it ends up in these online freight auctions that you can bid on. And I didn't see this, but I seen like they had the Castlevania Simon's Quest on green vinyl. They had some more Godzilla. If you follow me on my eBay or my Instagram, I show pictures of it. They had the Godzilla. They had some more Shaun of the Dead. They had some more of the Cluster Flies, the Fish Farmhouse compilation that I just got. God, I got like 60 copies of that. They're still sealed, of course, because they were meant to go to the record store. But I found this in there. I looked it up and I was like, man, this is kind of valuable. So I listened to it, and then I started researching the actual cartoon that this was for. I love anime. You guys know me, I love anime. And I started reading the comments about it, and people were just like, this is the greatest anime that they had ever seen. So I watched it. It's really good. I'd highly recommend it. But it's Over the Garden Wall. Now, this is I think it's a 10 episode mini kind of series. There's only one season. It's on that cool green vinyl, but it's called the Jason Funderburker. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but if you like anime, this is not your normal kind of anime. It has a lot of references to Dante's Inferno. So if you know anything about Dante's Inferno, there's this guy who travels through the 7 levels of hell. It's kind of in that vein. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but It's beautiful. It's haunting. It's kind of out there. It's really good. Cartoon Network put it out, I think, in like 2006. It is so good, and this is the soundtrack that goes with it. It's really good. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You can find copies of this. They do a few different color variants, but you can find copies of this, you know, for about 75, $100. The version like this, the green version, fetch about 125, 150. It's really, really a little more rare. I can't get over this, man. I highly recommend it. Check it out. All right, guys, that's it. Yeah, real quick video. Not a lot of grails in there. That one's a pretty good one. So my next video, like I said, I'm gonna be purging. I'm doing a great purge. I'm gonna try to get my collection down. I'm gonna try to get my collection down to about 200. So I'm gonna be pulling about 150 records out of my personal collection. Ugh, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's really gonna be tough. Like I'm right now just talking about it, my palms are getting sweaty. It's gonna be tough for me because I tried over the last couple of days. You know, every morning when I get up and I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna, and then I look at it and I look at the edition. I'm like, man, I might not ever find another cleaner copy like this. So bear with me. I'm gonna do a video on it. If y'all want a shot at buying it, stay tuned. Give me about a week. I'm gonna need some therapy afterwards. So it's gonna be good. Other than that, we'll see you guys later.